Hey friends, welcome back to our channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Angie and I'm so happy that you stopped by today. In today's video, we are going on a cozy fall shopping adventure together. I recently stopped by Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Home Goods, and Walmart to see all the new fall decor. There's so much inspiration this year, from classic pumpkins to warm, inviting textures. I'll be sure to share what caught my eye while shopping and the pieces that I decided to bring home for the season. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. Our first stop is Hobby Lobby, and right now all of their fall decor is 40% off. The very first thing that caught my eye were these handsome leather-like wreath hangers. They're just $4.19 each, and they're such a great buy. And I love that they can easily transition from fall straight into the holidays. Next up are these ceramic brown maple leaf pieces. They come as a plate and also as a bowl. Since they're food, dishwasher, and microwave safe, it makes them not only pretty, but also practical. The plate would be so perfect for a fall place setting, while the bowl could act as a catch-all on an entry table to bring in that cozy autumn touch. Sticking with tabletop pieces, I came across this clear embossed medallion glassware. It is so beautiful, timeless, and it's really versatile for any season. I also couldn't resist sharing this adorable pumpkin butter dish. It is such a sweet little detail for a fall table. And then I found these cream and brown salad plates that are inspired by vintage brown transferware. And if you haven't noticed, brown is really trending right now, and I am here for it. They also had matching bowls and cups, but they're going quickly. They're already sold out online, so definitely check your local store if you love this pattern. Look at these faux leather chargers. They actually had these last year and I stocked up on them then, so I didn't grab any more this time. But I think these are perfect for fall. They're so pretty and full of texture, and I love how they instantly warm up a tablescape, whether it's for a cozy dinner or just everyday autumn style. Would fall even be fall without pumpkins? I am loving these glass pumpkins, and I think that they are so versatile. You could add battery-operated candles, some fairy lights, or just let these stand on their own. I think they're even pretty enough to be a little display all by themselves. And if you like smaller pumpkins, they have those too, which are perfect for a tablescape or a shelf. Hobby Lobby really went all out this year. There are so many colors, textures, and styles of pumpkins. There's glossy, matte, classic orange, muted fall tones. There's even some with crackle or a metallic finish. There's a pumpkin for every single style. I love walking down the aisles of Hobby Lobby and seeing all the options that they have. You can mix and match sizes, colors, and textures to create a cozy layered tablescape or just create a cute fall display in your home. Even grabbing one or two pumpkins instantly makes a space feel festive. And if you're looking for bowl fillers, Hobby Lobby has you covered too. They have pine cones, mini pumpkins, and lots of other cute fall accents to fill your trays, bowls, or baskets. Now we're in the florals at Hobby Lobby, and these blue thistles are some of my favorites that Hobby Lobby carries. They're such a pretty blue to pair with browns. And these grayish blue stems are beautiful too, and they can add so much texture to arrangements. I'm also loving this greenery. It has just a small hint of blue in the leaves, which makes it perfect for transitioning into fall. Hobby Lobby also has these candle ring wreaths, but I'm planning to use mine as a traditional fall wreath. Stay tuned for that. And also be sure to check out the velvet ribbon. Hobby Lobby has lots of colors right now, and it can easily transition into holiday decor. And speaking of the holidays, I always get questions about my garland at Christmas, and by then it's usually sold out. Hobby Lobby is fully stocked right now with my Christmas garland, and they have several other garland options also. Alright, now let's head over to Michael's and see what kind of fall inspiration they have in store. The Michael's store that I went to was a bit picked over, so hopefully your store has more of a selection. And if not, Michael's also has an online store that you can shop, and I will link what I can in the description box below for you in case you see something that you like. Be sure to check there and see if it's available. And Michael's florals are usually pretty good also, but just like their fall decor, it was pretty much picked over. And everything in their fall department is 40% off right now, which is a good deal if you find something you like. Michael's did have a few of these glass pumpkins in store, but honestly, I prefer the ones at Hobby Lobby over these. I do love this vintage inspired basket. It would look so pretty layered with a textured throw, styled on a fireplace, or filled with my favorite dried hydrangea blooms. These gold tabletop pieces were cute too. My store only had a grouse and a turkey, but I believe there's a pheasant available online. I really love this pheasant print. I think the frame shape adds so much interest. This would be beautiful hung in a kitchen or paired with these hooks that have such a gorgeous wood tone and shape. I think these will be perfect for an entryway, to hang totes or hats or any kind of fall decor from, just to give a festive look in your home. And I thought this maple leaf picture was such a fun little fall decor item. I love the oval picture frame and I think it is so versatile. And then this gold metal pumpkin would be perfect filled with small mums and lying down a table or even added to your porch as long as it's a covered porch. And of course, these pumpkin drink dispensers are always a must-have for fall gatherings. They are such a fun touch. And Michael's always has a lot of garland, but my favorite this time was definitely the magnolia garland. Alright, now let's head over to Home Goods and see what inspiration they have for the fall season. I don't personally decorate for Halloween, but if you do, Home Goods has you covered with lots and lots of Halloween items. The florals at Home Goods are great. I love the florals at Home Goods. They have lots of muted colors and they even had some beautiful brown options, and they have great prices on their florals. I spotted these plates and thought they were a dupe for the Mackenzie Childs version, but keep in mind that these were melamine. I always like to check the table linens in Home Goods. They have such a great selection, and also their kitchen towels. So many fun patterns and textures in this section of Home Goods, so be sure to check it out. And also check the towel section. I thought these brown towels were super pretty and would look great styled in a bathroom for the fall season. Now let's head to our last stop, which is Walmart. And y'all, Walmart really impressed me with the fall decor. I was so inspired by the items that they have. And first are these pillar candles that are battery operated, which is what I love to use in our home. The shape and the color of them, and they are coated in wax, and so they're very realistic looking. They're absolutely beautiful. These floor cushions were nice and plush. They were not quite the right color for my home, but they would be beautiful if you have that color. And these wood boxes with the rattan, They would be absolutely beautiful on a shelf. They would add texture, and they're also very practical because you can store things inside them. I just absolutely love these, and they were not very expensive. And then we had this gold hourglass, which I thought was beautiful to just add to a shelf for timeless style. And then rechargeable lamps, which I absolutely love. This one with the scalloped shade was so pretty, and it would be pretty in a bathroom or in a girl's room. And then they also had the matching sconces, which will be pretty in an entryway, a hallway, or just added anywhere for that little bit of a feminine touch to your space. And then this lamp with that pretty lampshade, the brown color, which y'all know that I'm loving this season. This was a really pretty lamp for a great price. And then their art was very beautiful, I thought. The shape of the frames and then the landscape prints were beautiful. The gold candlesticks with the bows, my girls absolutely love these because they're loving bows right now. But a really good price for these. And then this vase was so feminine and pretty. The color is absolutely stunning. This was my favorite vase of all with this brown toile. I think that it would be so pretty in a bathroom, a bedroom, a den, anywhere. It is absolutely a beautiful vase, and I plan to have this. And then the rest of their decor is just so pretty. This gold leaf, which you see a lot of these in decor magazines, just as a catch-all or just added somewhere for that extra pop of color. And then they had lots of greenery down on this section of the store. These are pretty, just added to candlesticks or added as bowl filler, just to add that little bit of green and texture. And then I love this bowl. It is not food safe, but it would be just perfect with little fillers in it for fall. And then they also had this gold hook, which matched that other thing we saw earlier. And then the tic-tac-toe game is just timeless and beautiful, added to a coffee table. I was just really impressed with Walmart's decor for the fall season. This is a popular item that you see on Instagram and Facebook. It's all over the place, but it is beautiful in person. It's got lots of texture, and I love the color brown. And before you head out, take my word and check the garden center because a lot of their flower pots and garden items are on clearance, and they are a really good price. Some of these pots were $2, $4, and they had a pretty big selection left over, so be sure to check that out before you leave because they're perfect for fall, and then you'll be glad you got them for the spring and summer so that you can plant your new plants in them. So let's head home now, and I'll show you what all I got for the fall season. Okay friends, it's a new day because I actually ran out of time to film on shopping day. So now I'm ready to share what I found at the stores that we visited for fall decor. The first store I'm going to start with is Hobby Lobby. And I found the most things at Hobby Lobby, and I think it was because my store was the most stocked out of all the stores that I visited. Hopefully your stores have more fall items, but Hobby Lobby was it for me, which it usually is. I usually find a lot of my fall decor at Hobby Lobby. So let's get started and let me share what I found. So the first thing were these fall wreath hangers. I ended up buying 2 of them, but they are wrapped with a faux leather, and I think that they are so pretty for the fall season. I think these ended up being a little bit over $4 each, but I will use them fall, Christmas, and probably keep them up through winter. But I just think they're so pretty, and they will be a great piece to use year after year. Moving on with the next item, and this is actually what I went looking for. And I went to 2 different Hobby Lobbies looking for these, and I found them at the second Hobby Lobby, and I was thrilled. These brown and cream vintage inspired plates, Now, all my Hobby Lobby had were the salad plates. I would have liked to find the dinner plates too, but they did not have any in stock, so I just decided to get the salad plates. And these will be so pretty on my fall tablescape. They are sold out online the last time I looked. I don't know if they'll restock or not, but these are so pretty and they will transition from season to season. And I'm excited to have these. I ended up buying 12 of them. I need 8 for our dining room table and 4 for the kitchen table. I don't know that I'll do the same look in both rooms, but I will have these extra ones to either hang on the wall or to put under my hurricane globes, or just extras just to have on hand. Okay, moving on to the next item are these stems. I shared these in the shop with me portion of the video. They've got just a little bit of dusty blue leaves and then this pretty muted green, and they've got this texture here. And I will be adding these probably to my entryway, but these are such pretty stems and they were not very expensive. I've already taken the tag off of them, so I don't know how much they ended up being. Maybe $6 each. But I ended up getting a total of 4 of these. And they fill up the vase pretty well. And so I'll be sharing that in another video of how these look and how I style them. And sticking with the florals, I did end up picking up a pack of these pods. I think these are so pretty and organic, and I am trying to decorate with more organic items, which I will be doing a video on that very soon, and I cannot wait. It's just thinking out of the box with fall decor, and I think it's going to be a fun video. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any of that. But I thought these were pretty added to these. They just add a little bit of texture, that brown color, and they're just pretty added around for your fall decor. And then I also wanted to share with y'all some of the things that I picked up from Hobby Lobby last year that they still have this year. And one of my favorite purchases last year were these leather chargers. And they are actually the same as these wreath hangers. So the leather matches on it. But I ended up getting, I think, a total of 8 of these for our dining room table. And I think they're going to be great on our fall tablescape with the leather, the camel colored leather, and the brown and cream. I cannot wait to decorate it. I think it's going to be very pretty, traditional, timeless, and that's what I think about these chargers. I think they are very timeless, and you could use them through the different seasons, and they are so versatile. And at my Hobby Lobby, they did have a lot of the leather chargers left, and I think they're still online. So make sure you check that out if you are interested in leather chargers. So another thing that I purchased last year that I plan to use in my fall decor this year are the blue thistle stems. I'll put a video insert in here so you can see what they look like. I didn't end up pulling them out of my fall decor box yet, but I will be using those this year. They are so beautiful. The blue is muted and the stems look real. They are just a beautiful piece of fall decor to have in our home. So I will be using those this year. Okay, moving on to Michael's and what I purchased there. Not very much. I ended up getting the magnolia garland. I think that it's so pretty, and this will be used on our table, our dining room table. And I think that it will easily transition from fall to Christmas. And that's what I plan to do this year, is just tweak my decor just a little bit from fall to Christmas, so I don't have to just overhaul the entire house, because I don't decorate for Christmas until after Thanksgiving, and there's just such a short time period there to decorate. So what I'm planning to do this year is just tweak it, very minimal, and add in my Christmas decor using a lot of my fall decor. So this magnolia wreath can transition very easily. So I'm excited about that challenge, just tweaking my fall decor just a little bit to transition right into Christmas. I also picked up some brown and cream striped ribbon. I love this ribbon, and it's usually sold out before I can purchase it. But I grabbed 2 rolls of it this year. This is 5 yards each. So 10 yards should be enough to decorate what I need to use it for. But it's such a pretty timeless ribbon that you can use through the seasons. And then I have one more thing to show you that I got from Michael's last year that I plan to use in our fall decor this year. And that's what I like to do, just buy things that I can use every year and just change it up a little bit so that it looks fresh and new for the season. So these are called straw flowers, and I saw that Michael still carries these online. I did not see any in my store, but I did pick these up last year, and I think I picked up a total of 12 stems. And if you remember my laundry room video, I used these in there in a basket just hanging on a hook, and I think these can easily transition from season to season. They have that pretty gold middle and then the cream flowers. The leaves are pretty realistic, but I just love the color of these, and I plan to use them in my fall decor and then keep them up in my laundry room. I keep them up in there year round because I just love them with the blues that I have in there. Okay, so moving on to Home Goods. I did not purchase very much at Home Goods, but I did pick up a tablecloth for our dining room table, and this is the one that I purchased. I love the off-white color. I think it's going to look so beautiful with my dusty blues and browns, and it is a larger size, which is pretty difficult to find without spending a ton of money. But this one was only $20, which I thought was a great buy. And I love the detail on the edges of it, and I think it's going to look great in that dining room space. Haven't got that decorated yet, but that will be a future video for my fall decor. Okay, and then moving on to Walmart, there are several things that I wanted to pick up there, and I'm going to go back and purchase those things, but I did not purchase them on shopping day. I had gotten a few things, and I wanted to come home and just kind of evaluate and see what I needed to get, and not just go crazy and buy everything, which I could have at Walmart. And probably if Walmart had been my first stop, I probably would have bought more things. But I did check out their flower pots, and I mentioned this in the shopping with me portion of the video, that their flower pots are on clearance and they're a really good price. So I did pick up this blue and cream planter, and you could put a plant in this, or you could use it for utensils, you could use it for different fall decor. And moving on to Christmas, which a lot of y'all not ready to talk about that, but I just like to plan this in my head. You could put a small Christmas tree in here for Christmas if you have blue to just tie into that. So I think this one was $2, which I thought was a great purchase because it can be used for so many things. And then I also ended up buying the white fluted bowl, which I have been looking at that one all season, and I just never bought it. And I'm currently using it as a fruit bowl, but I think that it came up to be about $5 or $6. But it can be used for a lot of things around the house, and I'm excited about that. So that about wraps up this video. If you enjoyed this content, please give it a thumbs up. It helps out our channel so much. And I just want to say again, thank you so much for spending a portion of your day here with me on our channel. And I look forward to seeing all of y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.